Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is Tuesday and Fancy Fold, and today I am going to do another Fancy Fold using the Merriest Frames Hybrid embossing folder and dies. I shared a creative fold a couple weeks ago with this card, so it's just another card today. This was inspired by team member Sue Floyd during our recent challenge, and so I just thought I would share my version of her card today. I am using the Old Olive. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and we are going to score it at the 4 1/4 inch mark. And then what we're going to do is we are going to cut our card front. We're going to go to the fold and put that right on our cutting guide down to the tip, and we're going to cut that at a diagonal like so. You can save this for another card. Next, what I have is a piece of the Balls of Holly Designer Series paper. This measures 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to cut it at a diagonal. Same way, just lining the tip up in our cutting guide and down here. And we're going to cut that. We're going to add that to the front of our card. You know what? We're going to go ahead and go in. I have already taken that hybrid embossing folder and die and have cut out the die. Now, when you do this, you have a square inside. I have taken and cut that inside out with my paper snips. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it in my personal trimmer, and again just lining up according to the square that I cut out. I'm going to cut that at a diagonal. So I have these two pieces. Now we're going to go ahead and assemble our card. Got that. We are going to add our Designer Series paper to the front triangle of that card. I'm going to fold this out so I can show you. I want to go right up to the edge of that fold, like so. I'm going to close my card up, and we're going to put this piece matching up in the other corner on the inside. I'm just going to eyeball to make sure I have that where I want it. That looks pretty close. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my frame and I'm going to add that to the front of my card. I'm going to go ahead and close this up so that I can see where I want it. I'm going to add some adhesive along here. Don't want to push down until I know I've got it where I want it. Looking pretty good right there. Then we'll close the card, add some adhesive to the other piece. Like so. I have a piece of Old Olive. This measures 2 1/4, I believe. Let me check. 2 1/4 by 5 3/4, and we are going to score it in half at the 2 7/8. So go ahead and score that. And that is going to become our little card opening that's going to go right in here, like so. So we're going to go ahead and add the adhesive. Again, lining that up. Don't want to push down until I know I've got it exactly where I want it. Looks good. Next, what I'm going to do is take a piece of basic white. This measures 2 1/8 by 3 3/4. That's going to go in the inside like so. Now I want to add some depth around. It looks like this is not sticking down. Don't have enough adhesive on there, so we're just going to add a little more adhesive. There we go. And I'm going to take the other part of the frame that I cut out. Let's see, this is going to go this way, and stick this. Just did another one so that I have some interest around that card. Really don't like, let's see if we can pull this in like so. There we go. And adhere that down. I want a greeting for my card. So I am going to take, my mossy meadow spot. Got this in my paper pumpkin. Love to use my spots when I just have a small greeting to stamp. I'm using just a note. This is from the To Go To greeting set. So we've got that. Going to want to add something more to the front of that card. So I'm going to go in. I have already taken and cut out the poinsettia from my designer series paper. I'm going to just kind of curl that up with my bone folder. And then I'm going to add some dimensionals. I can find my dimensionals here. There they are. I'm going to grab a couple of dimensionals to put on the back of that poinsettia. And add that to the front of my card like so. And so we have just a fun opening. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my festive holiday pearls, and we're just going to add some of those pearls around the outside and also the center of my poinsettias. I've got one there. Let's go ahead and add a couple down here and maybe one at the top. Now, if you joined me yesterday on my blog, stampingwithlynda.com, you will see the card that inspired this card that was shared with me by Sue Floyd. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.